Hey guys, so I want to show you all how to take off like plastic from like really old little pet shop like customs. I do this for all of my little pet shop. This was one that was covered in blue polish. You can see a little bit that I forgot to like scrape off, but she's perfectly fine besides like the Sharpie marks. But yeah, I highly recommend this method. Now here's one I've been trying to fix all day. Here's kind of how she looked earlier. Now in general, when you're working with these types of little pet shop, you have to be so patient. Just to get this far with her, it took me maybe like half an hour. First method I highly recommend, tape. I was able to take like chunks of nail polish off of her with tape. So all you need is a little bit. You just kind of want to peel off the tape as soon as you have it on. So let me see if I can try and get any bits off. So it's kind of hard to tell, but I was able to get some. So again, I was able to take a good portion off of her with this method. If you have a pet that's fully covered in polish like this, it's going to be a little bit harder to use that method on. If you are going to use that method, try and aim for the spots that already have like pieces missing, because then it'll be easier for it to like start to come apart. If that isn't working, boil up some water. Then you just want to pour it all out in a cup and let your pet kind of sit there. Now careful, because the water can make the springs inside of it rust, so try not to do this too much. Now it's gonna take her a while to start to soften, so just put it aside, maybe make some dinner and come back to her later. Alright, she's done now, so just kind of drying her off. So see, her head is super squishy now. And see all that gray stuff? That's all the polish that she has on her. I recommend using a tool like this. It's for your nails, like to push back your cuticle. Although do be careful, because it could scrape off some of her paint. If the paint is starting to get a little too hard to chip, just throw her back in the water, maybe heat it up again, and then start all over. Now, as you can see, I was able to actually take a lot of polish off of her. Here's a little bowl full of it. Now, as you can see, I did damage some of her paint, unfortunately. Since the majority of her is black, we're going to have to use acetone. Now, I feel comfortable using this acetone on her because she doesn't have a whole lot of details, and I'm just going to go around those details and focus on the black parts of her, because that's the actual plastic. And there we go. It's really unfortunate how much damage that pets like this go under when you try and repair them, but she has all of the polish off of her. And remember, before that, she was covered in that polish. So I'm actually really happy with how this came out. I think I'm gonna try and repaint some of the missing paint back. But besides that, I'm really happy with this. And here we go. Now, I know her eyes aren't green anymore. And that's because I didn't have any green paint. But I think she looks really, really nice. Hope this can be helpful for anybody who has any like super old pets that they want to try and repair.